Hi guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm so excited you decided to join me on this lovely day. And welcome if you're new here, obviously. We're building in The Sims 4. We're making an apartment. This is very loosely inspired by The Night Court from ACOTAR, which is a Sarah J. Maas book series. I read this last summer, and right now I'm working on the Throne of Glass series. And I was like, what'd be kind of fun is to make one inspired by the Night Court. And so it's kind of inspired by like Reese and Feyre. But yeah, it's only a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. It is in the art district. Oh, hello, Thea. Are you coming to say hello? We never get a little visit from you. Yeah. Hi, sweetie girl. I think she's a little confused. I was cleaning out my car because we're going up, me and my sister are going up to a Noah Khan concert today. And I still had a couple of camping stuff in there, so I was taking that out. And I think she now thinks we're going camping, which she's not coming with to the concert, so she's going to be very let down when I leave here. But, yeah. Anywho, I'm trying to get this done. I'm getting ahead so that hopefully sorry, that was right into the microphone. Hopefully once school starts, we can have a decent little jump on the videos, and I'm not like, I'm just a little bit ahead for them. That's kind of the goal for right now. But we're using a lot of like dark blues and blacks and golds in this build, and I'm also using the life and death counters again. I literally just used those in my last build, but they're just so good. They're like so rich and lush. I just really enjoy them. And of course we're adding a little island here. I thought about doing like a little half moon one. I was like, that's a little too small. And then I was like, I could do a curved one. I always do a curved one like that. So I did one with just a curve on one side. And then we do a little fancy dining area over here. And like I said, it's just kind of really inspired by, like, that book series. And so, like, obviously this isn't exactly, like, where they live. Like, they don't live in an apartment. They live, like, in a townhouse, and then they build this fuck-off manor. Sorry, book spoilers. I mean, not really. They end up building a different house because they outgrew that house. But yeah, I thought about building a couple different things for them, but I ended up just doing the 1-bedroom and then kind of like an office space. And yeah, I cluttered up the kitchen somewhat, but not too terribly much. I was just trying to find different things to clutter up a kitchen because I wanted it to seem a little bit, I don't know. I don't really know what I was going for here. I was like, I wanted to feel modern, but also like not sleek modern. And Lord knows I'm going to put up the knife. Like, the magnetic knife block is just so good. I love that so much. And we got a little tea kettle, spoons, cups for the tea kettle, plates, some little herbs and spices out. And I was trying to find a plant to put behind there, and then I ended up just sizing down, like, this dried herbs and putting that over there because that worked great. Grabbing the trash can, and I think we get up some curtains. Once again, pulling out the vine curtains to see if I could get away with it. I was like, no, this is not really the vibe. And then I use these really big dine out ones, and then I put those other curtain like rod up on it to make it seem like they'd be able to wrap around the whole thing. And a wrap around. I don't know why I felt called to do that, but I did. And I use a lot of like night inspired rugs. There's a good chunk of them, and so I kind of use them throughout, you'll see. And I was very tempted to use the giant TV again from Don Lothario's kit, but I decided against it. I used this TV instead that comes from City Living, and then I did a makeshift console with some Dream Home Decorator cabinets. And here's where I looked for like all of the night rugs, and I kind of pulled out the funky rugs that I think would work for this space. It ended up kind of working out nice to kind of go through and find different rugs that would work. This isn't something I normally do, but because I knew I wanted it to be like Night Court-esque, I went through and I pulled out some rugs, and honestly I forgot there was so many different swatches of stuff like this. But yeah. Oh, I also get out that, I think it's a dragon. It might be a wyvern, though. I don't know if it has front legs. I couldn't see. rug. Ugh, so pretty. All of these rugs are like literally gorgeous. And then I use these couches. They came in the free makers kits that they've been releasing this summer. So like there's the marketplace, which is blah, I'm not buying anything from that. But if you're gonna give me free stuff from that, I will take that gladly. Thank you very much. And so, oh, excuse me. Big yawn. I have a long day ahead of me. I should not be yawning. I need to go drink my coffee. I'm getting another coffee too. And probably an energy drink because I've just been so, like, sleep has been such a struggle recently. It sucks. But yeah, they're free from that pack. And then we get like some little sage and candles over there. And then I end up pulling out some, I don't even know what I'm looking for in there. Oh, I wanted like artsy clutter stuff. And I was like, oh, isn't there like an artsy tablet? I was looking under the wrong freaking category for it. It was under the hobbies instead of the other stuff. Because Feyre is really big into art. And so it's like she would curl up on the couch and do some art. And that just sounds so comfy. I'm not an artist, but, you know, it sounds comfy to me. Oh, I am yawning again. Oh my god, it literally hasn't even been that much longer. Oh my god, I'm checking to make sure that the voiceover is working. Perfect, it is. I was so concerned there for a second. It wasn't. That would be awful. Especially considering, like, I don't have a ton of time right now, so I would just have to, like, not go and re-record it. But, like I said, I'm getting a heads up video, so it literally would have been fine, but so anxious all the time. That's me. If you don't know, welcome. I'm anxious all the goddamn time. There I just added some bookshelves, trying to figure out what I want to put in this little hallway. I also used a double door, into that bedroom. There is no single doors that are on the medium wall height. I was like, what the hell is this? I just want a medium wall height door that's single. So I ended up having to use these small ass doors for the bathrooms because you don't need a double door into a bathroom. That's so excessive. Like, a double door just into a bedroom is already a little excessive in my opinion. But whatever. Here we're cluttering up these bookshelves because they just seem so empty. I'm like, I want them to be a little bit more full. So I was trying to figure out what to put on them. And there wasn't too terribly much that I was liking to put on them. But the hourglass ended up working out pretty nicely. And then I end up putting like that crystallarium thing there. And then another stack of books. So it's cluttered up a decent bit. And then I end up putting in here like the apothecary table. I put in here the cauldron. Which is kind of funny if you think about it. Like, the cauldron is not something you would just want chilling in your apartment if you're from the night court. But, you know, in The Sims, it doesn't matter. You're going to make a big vat of mac and cheese. But, yeah, I kind of made a little gallery wall with the art from Enchanted by Nature. And then also some of the stuff from Realm of Magic. Oh, another big yawn. It's been 2 minutes. Of course, I'm due for a yawn. And then I just try to get some, like, plants over here that look like maybe they would be, like, herbs that you might use in the making of all of, like, this herbalism stuff. But, yeah. And that's pretty much all that goes into here. Like I said, adding that little gallery wall. And then I end up switching out that chair for a couch. Like, that couch just seemed so comfy. Like, I would curl up in that and take a nap. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put over there. I ended up just putting a hanging plant, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then that's it for that room. And then we go on and do the bathroom. In this bathroom was a kind of awkward shape. But, you know, we tried to make it work. I thought about using that purple rug. Wasn't the vibe. So I used the black swatch instead. And then I end up going and grabbing a double vanity, which is so extreme considering there's 2 double vanities in this house for, at max, 2 Sims. So there's 4 sinks, and there's only 2 people that would be here. Unless, of course, you're hosting parties. Like, I do assume that these people, like, have their friends over frequently. Similar to, like, Feyre and Reese. Oh, my God. Words are so hard. Oh, my God. I'm also so ready for bed, as you couldn't tell by me yawning every 2 minutes. speaking of yawning again. I also didn't include toilet paper again because I am using the bidet toilet. And that just seems so OP. But, God, bidets just seem so nice. Enough talking about bidets. Then we go into this main, like, entryway. We have the Get Famous closet over there, a plant, a little side table with, what did I put above it? Did I put a mirror above it? Did I put anything? Oh, no, I don't put anything above it. I just put the scale on it. Interesting. And then we get some shoes over by the front door. I also used a little Roomba. I don't remember where I placed it, but I remember placing it. So there is a Roomba in here. I also placed, oh yeah, it's right there by the fridge. I end up placing the bed in a very interesting space, but we're doing the other bathroom first. I do a little wall off here for this individual shower, and then we get a nice big soaker tub. Grab that painting. I also do end up using the Seasons like tiered painting in like this mountain swatch, which is interesting. It's not quite the color scheme I want, but it does scream the night court to me. So we left it. I wish that it would be like a little bit less purpley and a little darker in the blues and blacks. But, you know, it is what it is. We make do. And then we go in, we do the closet. I have a walk-in closet, one that I make with the Dream Home Decorator stuff. It wasn't quite working how I wanted it to, but, you know, the modular stuff never does, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, we end up putting in a couple clothes. The hangers are different because the clothes come from different packs. We don't talk about that. We ignore that. They look fine. And we get some shoe racks underneath, and then some mirrors and a rug, and that's pretty much it for this. And then we go in and we do the bedroom, and then that's literally it. If you want to download this, it is available in the gallery. All of that information will be in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really mean a lot to me. We're slowly growing. But, yeah, I post Sims builds every Sunday, and Stardew Valley Expanded Let's Plays on Wednesdays, and I would love for you to keep hanging out and chilling with me. But, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, I use this gorgeous bed from Magic. I get a little vanity table. I put it in the middle of the room, which, like, I never do, but it kind of worked. Weirdly enough. And then I put a fuzzy rug under it. I end up putting the wyvern rug elsewhere. And getting a whole bunch of funky lamps out. And that's like pretty much it. And so I will see you guys next time. And yeah. Bye!